Hey, this is Evan Woodbury with the Knoxville News Sentinel and Go Vols Extra, and we're taking our tour of Tennessee's spring football roster onto the defensive side and looking at the defensive line. And there's actually a lot to be encouraged about, despite the losses that they suffered during the offseason. This is a pretty veteran group from top to bottom, and it has the potential to be pretty good. The big storyline is the transition from the 3-4 back to the 4-3, and what all is going to happen as they kind of shake out the positions this spring. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a linebacker or two move down to the end position, or maybe an end linebacker hybrid type deal. But at this point, it's pre-spring, a long way to the start of the season, so I'm just going to focus on the roster as it currently stands. And I think right now you have to look at Jaquez Smith and Jordan Williams as potential end candidates. You've got a lot of options in the interior, many more in the interior, especially if Mo Couch moves back inside. He'd be right there alongside Daniel McCullers on that interior defensive line. And then some really veteran depth. Corey Miller, Marlon Walls, Daniel Hood. These are fourth and fifth year seniors. These are guys who have played a ton. And even some younger guys, Travaris Salisbury, had some moments where he looked pretty good last year. And then a guy that maybe we forgot about, Danny O'Brien, was very highly regarded in the recruiting process. He redshirted last year. This will be his first chance to break into the rotation. So on top of all that, they're actually getting some pretty solid prospects coming in the summer. So this may not be the disaster that many people feared on the defensive front. It has the potential to be, if things can kind of bounce back from last year's struggles, a pretty solid defensive line. The real question, I think, is that transition back to the 4-3 and how that'll work out, and that'll be one of the big storylines of the spring.